Hello everyone. In my last video I introduced my mom who's doing the audio book recording for my books, and this week I wanted to introduce you to my dad. This is my dad. His name is Keith Beach.
Hello.
And even though he's not recording anything for my books, but he has been super instrumental in helping get my books out there, so that's why I wanted to introduce him this week. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your job that you had, because it's not a usual job.
I was a federal police officer for the U.S. government, Federal Protective Service, for 36 years and retired 5 years ago.
Nice. What do you do with your time in retirement?
Go to the gym, play golf, go to the Nuggets games, the Rockies games.
Nice.
Enjoy being lazy.
Lazy life is a good life.
Promoting your books.
Yes. So one reason I wanted to do this little video with him was because he's super awesome about handing out my bookmarks to like everyone he meets, whether it's golfing or at the gym or in a restaurant or wherever he goes, which is totally awesome. And you tend to hand them out at grocery stores and
yes,
concerts and games and everything. So
I usually have some bookmarks with me wherever I go and tell people about it and her books, and I give them, ask them if they read. If they read, then I give them a bookmark. So.
Yep, which is totally awesome. I can definitely use all the promotion and marketing I can get. So you also try to find places where I can sell my books or do book signings, which is cool. And,
yep.
You've done one book signing with me, and what did you think of that experience?
It was interesting to see the people come, and of course at a grocery store you're not expecting to have a book signing there, so it's kind of an unusual place for people to look at.
The first night we were kind of back in the produce by ourselves, and everyone darted in the other aisle or didn't even come close to us, so then we got moved out to the front area, which worked better, but yeah. And you've read the first 3 of my books in the fairy tale series. So.
Yes.
I know for you, you like more of the nonfiction, so
yes, I'm not a fiction reader, so it was a little rough getting into the flow of the storylines, but I have been getting into it, so it's amazing to me. I'm a reader. I've been a reader. My grandfather was a reader. My mother was a reader, and so that's where I got it from. My daughter-in-law calls my apartment the library because of all my books. And so I've been a reader. I think that maybe somewhere Ashley got some of that from me. And I generally read theology books or nonfiction type books, and so, but it just amazes me now that after Ashley's writing, what it takes to write a book. And that's probably what's impacted me most about my reading now. I think more as I read other books, what it took the author to write these and keep that storyline going.
Right.
So
you did say that you got some things at the end of the 3rd book and was starting to get into more of the adventure in that one.
Yeah, I was connecting the biblical tie-ins that you were making in your storyline at the end in that 3rd book more than I had. So yeah.
Yeah, and you talked about your mom being a reader, and she introduced me to Nancy Drew, so
yes,
I used to read those books at her house all the time when we would visit, so that's a lot of my influence too. I read a lot of the Nancy Drew books growing up because of her. So
my grandfather read almost every book in the library in Delavan, New York at the time, and
nice.
So, yep.
And who are some of your favorite authors besides me, of course?
I like Jonathan Edwards, Charles Spurgeon, Francis Schaeffer. Those are some of the theology ones. In the non-theology or Christian line, I just like a lot of sports biographies or autobiographies, so I don't have a preferred author in those genres, but I like to read those types of books.
The Yankees, that's your baseball team, unfortunately.
I like Ronald Reagan's autobiographies that he wrote and books on him as well. So.
Those would be good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today and letting me introduce you to everyone.
Thank you for letting me be involved.
Yep. I'm so glad you're involved and that you promote my books everywhere you go. That's so nice. So.
Yep. I'm
Thank you.
Trying to help.
Yep.
So.
Every little bit helps.
Yes. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.